Do you support on Canada becoming the 51st state?
I don't give a fuck about politicians or politics. They're all fucking cocksuckers at the end of the day.
What's your opinion on Canada potentially becoming the 51st state? Yeah, let's say, hypothetically speaking, let's say there was a form and you have to sign it today for Canada to become the 51st state.
I think it's a good decision.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
That is a crazy idea what Trump came up to.
Do you support on Canada becoming the 51st state?
Definitely not.
How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? As you guys can tell, this is not my casual little intro I normally do. And yes, I'm inside because it is cold. It is -11. -11, like, tabarnak. Anyway, guys, as you guys can tell by the title, in today's video, we're gonna be going around talking to Canadians, hearing out their opinion if they support on Canada becoming the 51st state. After all, Canada's been trending lately. You know, we all been seeing the tweets everywhere on Twitter with Trump wanting Canada to become the 51st state. What do the Canadians think about this? Are they against it? Are they with it? From what I'm seeing on social media, it seems like a lot of Canadians are with it and some are not. Some are saying it's a disgrace that America wants us to become the 51st state. We will never become the 51st state. The real question is, you guys are probably asking yourself, hey Dimani, what do you think about that? To be honest, I feel like if we were to become the 51st state, it would be pretty cool. I like what Trump is throwing towards us. After all, he said our tax would be cut by 60%. After all, tax is crazy here, so I wouldn't mind, you know, that 60%. And for anyone watching this video, let me know in the comments. Do you guys support on Canada becoming the 51st state? Let me know. Just like I always say, this is one of many little political videos I'll be dropping on my channel until 2025. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you like this video and subscribe so you don't miss out for any future videos just like this. Let's get it.
This is my honest opinion. I don't give a fuck about politicians or politics. They're all fucking cocksuckers at the end of the day. I think there's enough shit, especially with our economy right now, for everyone to be miserable about that. Politics, you know, it's just adding fuel to the fire. Everyone wants to survive already, you know, you got housing crisis, fucking junkies everywhere trying to fuck with your shit. Stuff like this, you know, crime is at all-time high. You got more priorities to think about in shit than fucking politics. That's my personal standing, you know, like people would ask like, you're liberal, conservative. I'm like, fuck both of them, you know, like fucking real shit.
How do you feel about Canada potentially becoming the 51st state?
That is a crazy idea what Trump came up to. I thought once before he came up to that if we were a part of states, we would have been a better country, I would say. Yeah, so I support him.
You support it?
I definitely support the idea.
Well, why do you support it? Tell me.
Because we would be the biggest country in the whole world then. We can be like protected by their army. We would have a better army, I would say. And taxes, US pays taxes to no one. They collect taxes, so we'll be a better economy.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Trump said our tax will be cut by 60%, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's a crazy drop in the tax, bro.
Yeah, do you think that's all just bluff to just, you know, trying to attract Canadians, or he's actually standing on that?
Bro, my half paycheck goes in the taxes. Like we make crazy, like we make commissions here, which is high, and they take half of the commission right away. So that's a relief, I would say. I'll have my own money to spend, you know.
Would you say the Canadian government is putting our tax money into good use?
The old government was not. I think Poliwa would do good. I support him. He's doing good right now. As he talks, let's see what he does when he comes in.
Would you say that your vote is going towards Pierre Poilievre for this upcoming election?
100%. My vote is going to.
And what are some policies that Pierre Poilievre is kind of attracting you?
First of all, the carbon tax and all which came up, he's reducing it. And then he said he's going to stop immigration as well, like because we're not able to fulfill the amount. Even I'm an immigrant, but though I can see the country lacking the resources to fulfill all the needs. So I think he's going to do something better.
No way. There's no way.
Yeah.
Canada is Canada.
Yeah.
Canada doesn't need to be the first 50 whatever state.
Yeah.
Canada's Canada. You know, as I said, they have enough 50 states to worry about and fix. Correct your states, correct your country. Go look within how bad it is. Look at the fires in LA. Why did that happen? This is a godless country without God, without respect, without remorse. So go fix your country before you try to come over here and screw things up for Canada, you know? And Canadians gotta make sure that the Prime Minister-elect doesn't become selfish and doesn't let us down like Trudeau let us down, you know?
Do you think one of the main reasons why Justin Trudeau stepped down is because he feared Donald Trump?
Oh, not at all.
Not at all?
not at all.
Why do you think he stepped down?
He stepped down because the Canadians wanted him to step down. And finally, after so long, he did the right thing. And for that, he has to be admired. He did the right thing, that he should have done the right thing long time ago. This is the thing that people don't understand, and I don't stress it enough. This man has such a privileged place to run a nation for the love of people, to fix it. They have to have fear for God first, and to make sure that whatever things are happening, that the things go align and things get better. You know, simplicity is best at its finest.
I like that.
You know,
Yeah.
simple things work best. I know that people think, oh, this one went to Oxford, Harvard, with this, big words. Very nice and dandy. But we need simplicity to correct things, you know, for them not to get greedy, you know, from them not to think of their own just the government getting wealthy, wealth Canadians, you know.
As we know, the elections are around the corner. So my friend, my question for you is there anyone that you're leaning towards a bit or thinking that could make a change for this upcoming election in 2025?
To be honest with you, not really.
Because you're saying that there's too many stuff that we need to be focused on and fixing this country.
Yeah, but how do you put this? The way I see it, you get fucked by one way or you get fucked by the other way with both of them, you know what I mean? It's one way or the other with each one. You just call it two different names, but the methods are the same, right? Like, I look at it, how is this gonna affect my life? Is gas gonna go down? Housing gonna go down? I'm in my early 20s, for example, right?
Yep.
When my parents were around my age, maybe like a little bit older, we already had our own apartment, cars, this, that. I can't look to any of that. So unless one of these politicians is gonna somehow make my life easier in this way, I don't worry about shit I can't control, you know what I mean? If I can't control it, I can change it. Why the fuck should I worry about it? You know, like I said, people today, we got enough shit to be miserable about, unless you're like fucking rich, you know what I mean?
Yeah. With everything you have seen change in Canada, whether it be for the good or bad, in your own opinion, do you still believe that Canada still holds its value of the Canadian dream?
Like, you mean...
Like the Canadian dream. For an example, if we go 5 years, or even 10 years back, me growing up as a kid, I used to hear that Canada was known to be one of the best countries in the world.
Yeah, I know that.
And we were ranked as, I'm pretty sure, top 3, one of the best countries when it came to, you know, finding a better life or just in general, like with the healthcare and all of that. But we know that's changed all the years. We know healthcare has went down. The cost of living in this country has went down. So my question is for you is, do you still believe that Canada still holds its value of the Canadian dream?
Not really. I think it's like, not to sound like, I don't want to say something really bad for your...
Oh, no,
like,
it's okay. But
like,
no, I'm not...
Well, my unfiltered opinion, you have a lot of immigrants who come here as international students. They screw us up, open fake colleges, split grants, split driver's licenses. Like, a lot of standards went down and prices went up, is how I see it, you know? So, and when you overpopulate the area, it's like a lot of the illegals, you could put it, like people who came here on a student visa or work visa and are still chilling here until they fuck off. It's gonna, like, they're gonna keep screwing because nobody does anything to stop them. I don't see lots of justice in this country. You know what I mean? For shit like that.
Yeah.
Everything's always a slap on the wrist, and I always used to say 2 years ago, I'm like, once all these fuckers start to understand that this is the circumstances of society where it's like, you can fuck around and punishments are very, very small, it's gonna become shitty. And I would also say, like, I was like, if you would tell me that Canada would be this way 5 years ago, if 5 years ago you told me Canada was gonna be how it is today, I would have told you you're out of your fucking mind. So it also has me thinking 5 years from now, what the hell are we looking for? Like, what are we looking at, you know?
You know, with everything you just said, you know, the elections are on the corner. Is there anyone that you think that is the right person to step in there and resolve the conflict that we're facing in this country?
You know what? I have to do my research as a citizen because I haven't. I have gone with my heart, and I have gone with the heart of giving somebody an opportunity. And I voted for Trudeau because of what his father did then, because his father was a prime minister, and he did a lot for Canada. Canada thrived when his father was here, you know. So now I have to do my homework. I have to search these people because I vote. you know, and my vote matters, and so does everybody else's.
sure.
You know, so I don't mix myself with everybody, but it's important for us to do research and not to think that because his father was good, he's good. His father died, and he was young when his father died.
Yeah.
So was he installed the same things? Did he try to think of every person? Did he try to think of every Canadian? Not poverty. Did he think? You got to think of the long run over here, because of the long run of the things happening. You know, that he's there for 4, 5, 8 years, but what is he living? Because the next person has to repair all the damage that somebody has done, everything that they screw up. So it's fixing it. How long does it take to fix it? It doesn't take a year. It's long, you know.
Speaking of immigration, we know that Canada has had many people that come into this country throughout the years. Would you say that that was one of the main reasons it kind of killed the economy in a way? Because I see that a lot of, immigrants kind of get criticized right now. It's like they're the main topic that a lot of people kind of looked at and say, oh, they're the problem. We should stop on, immigration. And I kind of do understand it coming from, after all, there's a difference between mass immigration and immigration. I'm pretty sure people are not against the immigrants coming here, but they're against the policies of immigration and stuff like that.
100%. I'm not against people working hard. Immigrants, people, they work harder than any Canadian, I would say. But the only problem is people who are sitting home and they're still getting paid for their refuge amount and everything. I think that's the main problem. Like if you're here in the country, you should work hard. Like you should work 80 hours a week and you make the money, you pay government taxes and all good, then economy should be boosting. Like when I came in here in 2017, the economy was on the prime, like at the peak before Trudeau came in, and you see how much we are paying. Like that's how it is.
What do you think about Justin Trudeau, if you don't mind me asking that?
He's a good guy, no problem, but I don't see him as a good politician, to be honest. He hasn't done anything crazy for the country.
There's a lot of pros to it, right? Like I got to sit down and like go, okay, yeah, and check it off. But I would definitely put it into consideration. I wouldn't go, oh no, there's no way. I would sit down and go with the pros, the cons, and you know what I mean by that?
Okay, yeah. I do.
I've just read articles. I didn't really sat down and put a lot of thought into it, but yeah. So, but I would definitely think about it. I wouldn't just throw it out there. I'm just,
Yeah. But with the way things are going on in Canada, economy-wise, do you think that Canada would start seeing some positive effects if Canada were to become the first state?
I think it would.
Think so?
Right? I think so, yeah. Absolutely. I mean, yeah, I would.
Well, and what are some things you think that will start changing this country?
The big trade war, tariffs, all kinds of things like that would definitely be lifted or change. There's a lot to it, yeah. I think it'd be like a big powerhouse, like in North America, if you think about it,
Big.
It would be huge.
Huge.
Just think of these tariffs, think about the military. Yeah, there's a lot of positives to this, yeah. So,
Let's say, hypothetically speaking, let's say there was a form and you had to sign it today for Canada to become the first state.
if they gave me 10 minutes, let me write out my thoughts and stuff, and then I could I'd fill it out, absolutely. I mean, I would give an answer, yeah.
I would probably say no, just because I think Canada and America have very different, what's the word?
Culture?
Culture and society. Like I think you can even see Americans will be like, oh yeah, you're definitely Canadian if you say A or sorry, things like that. I do think that the history of America and the history of Canada are different in many ways, so I don't really see us getting along like that. And in the sense of free healthcare here in Canada, we prioritize different things than Americans do. So I don't really see it in that sense. But I'm not sure about the economic aspect of it. I don't know if it would help or hurt Canada, just because obviously the economic state of Canada right now is awful. So more negative than positive, but that's just my personal opinion, in the sense of we have very different laws, even abortion laws.
So you're basically saying that there's some people that abuse the immigration system.
Yeah, definitely. There's from what I've read online, at least, they open how OSAP works. For example, they get student loans, grants, all this shit, right? Bursaries. There's lots of colleges which aren't real colleges, you know what I mean? As in, Like they just split the money amongst each other, housing, like certain. If you go on Facebook Marketplace, look for rentals. Certain let's put it, ethnic groups will write that they only want to rent to another certain ethnic group, and it multiplies and multiplies and multiplies. And I think it also creates a dynamic of like, you know,
So
how do I put this? Like hatred in between. Like it just this problem it creates like people abusing the immigration system and abusing the generosity Canada has to offer. You could put it this way. I think it. Sorry, I'm trying to look for the right words here.
yeah, no worries, no worries.
There's like a lot of disbalances,
Okay.
which. Sorry, I'm fucking grammar.
Nah, you're good.
Replacement.
Okay, I want to go back to international students. How do you feel about the true international students trying to get into the country for their studies but can't since their images has been ruined by others who abuse the system?
Well, I look at it like this, right? Like I came from a family of immigrants from Russia, and when we had to go through, like we had to deal with that shit, the immigration, like my family had to deal with immigration process. It was a lot of it was looked at as how are you useful to Canada? You know, like we came from one of my family members having engineering, like education engineering, and it was still such a pain in the ass with lawyers, having to learn English, getting settled down here. Like my point is like if they're coming here to abuse it, which a lot of them are, from what I see at least, you know. It can be a problem, but if they're actually coming here trying to learn some kind of degree and actually like become a benefit to Canadian society, then fuck, I don't care, you know, like if you're international or this or that, I don't really give a shit. It's like if you're gonna abuse the system, then you're abusing the system, then fuck you. But if you're, you know, like I just look at it as like if it wasn't easy for my family, why the fuck should it be easy for yours? You know what I mean? Because back like maybe, I don't know, 20, 25 years ago, usually when people would emigrate, that's when you come, right?
Yeah.
Emigrate, so or immigrate to the country.
Emigrate, yeah.
You had to be more useful. You know what I mean? You couldn't just come and there was a lot more. It was a lot more strict.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It costed lots of money. There were people with like from millionaire families who couldn't get in just because they didn't have a proper education. You know what I mean? You couldn't buy your way in. And now, 20 years later, like someone can just come in as an international student, work for half of minimum wage, like especially a lot of fast food chains. I know people who do this as well as it's talked about a lot online, that they only pay. They have some people, a lot of them are working for $10 an hour, when minimum wage is what, 17, 18 or 17 something, I think. So my point is like it's not good for them, but and it's not good for us.
So you're saying that they're basically having it easy?
Majority, yeah.
Donald Trump said that he's going to hit us with a 25% tariff on February 1st. But at the moment right now, as we can see, the Canadian government, you know, the parliament is currently on hold until March. I forget the date exactly, but all I know is that's on hold right now. Does that scare you a bit that our government isn't really kind of fighting that tariff in a way? Maybe there is certain politicians are kind of fighting that. And what do you think about that 25%?
I think at this moment the country should stand rather than like diluting the parliament. They should be working right now against him and doing whatever the best policies is in interest of Canadian government or Canada. So I think they should be working right now rather than having a break.
Earlier you said that you support on Canada to become the 51st state, but do you truly believe that we would start seeing some positive effects in our country if we were to become the 51st state?
I don't support. I think the idea is nice, but Canada is it's a really good country on its own. So we don't really need to be a part of states. As long as our government is doing good, we should be fine here. We don't have to be 51 state, I would say.
But I don't know if you heard, but Trump said that our tax would be cut by 60%. And he said our businesses would double in size. That does not attract you in any way?
I think with that comes obviously like pros and cons. In America, they don't have as many taxes, that's correct, but they also don't have free healthcare. And the reason that we pay taxes is for our police, for our school systems, and, you know, can't take you guys seriously. Sorry, our school system, police, and also our healthcare. So I think obviously, you know, with less taxes, that would go away. And I feel like because, you know, we grew up in Canada and that's very normal and like it's our norm, we don't realize that that's what we're paying for. That's why our taxes are high. So you're not going to get anything for free. Nothing in this world is free. So if you are paying less in one area, you're going to have to pay more in one area. But at least this way we can help, the underprivileged, marginalized communities, the all of actually accepting people into the country and things like that. I feel like it creates a nice environment for those that are less fortunate than others.
I don't know if you've seen, but last year, Justin Trudeau spent, $1.5 billion on Ukraine refugees during their first year in Canada. Do you think that?
He's Russian. That's not a good No. It's okay. It's okay. No. It's okay.
Oh, I forgot that he's Russian. No.
It's okay. No, it doesn't
Okay. Yeah. Look at it in the point of you being a Canadian, though.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, of course.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Do you think that's right that they spent $1.5 billion on Ukraine refugees, and while homelessness of Canada aren't really getting that support? For an example, we see that they were provided housings and shelters and all that stuff. Do you think that's right that they were given those things?
My honest opinion about this is it's all fucking money laundering, right? You destroy one country's demographic, then U.S. bankers and all this Rothschild fucks, it's all loans with interest, right? Like you destroy one part.
Just focus. I'll do the talking.
You destroy one of the fucking country's infrastructures and shit, and then that country needs to take out loans and all that shit to rebuild it, and you charge interest on that. My honest opinion, I don't know the full. Like I said, I'm not very political. I don't pay a lot attention to a lot of that shit. But my point being that a lot of it is it's business. They're trading blood for money, and it's fucked up for everybody. You know what I mean? Lots of people have to go to war, have to fight, die. People who you just turned 17, you gotta already go to war. You're up to 65, especially for Ukrainians. They gotta go to war, and it's unfortunate for everyone because at the end of the day, no one benefits except the rich fucks. You know what I mean? Yeah. So Canada bringing refugees in, good. A lot of them are hardworking people. Usually they become truck drivers. Or they come with more industrial hardworking skills, and they have this hardworking ethic.
Okay.
Yeah. So to be honest, I feel like there's some bullshit going on, but for the people, it's good.
Okay. Well said. We gotta cut it short, guys. Security's here. As you guys saw in the last video, I got kicked off the mall. Security was on my ass, and they were about to call the cops. Believe it or not, behind the scenes, they were saying that they're gonna call the cops if I don't leave. I didn't know you can't record in malls. I didn't know that. I thought it was public. All right, guys, I just ran into a supporter. I was about to leave, the library, but he came up to me, and I was like, you know what? He's a young guy, and he supports me. I respect it. And he's a dreadhead. I'm also a dreadhead. So you know what? Let me interview him. But anyways, Jaden, I don't know if you've seen, but Donald Trump wants Canada to become the 51st state. What do you think about that? Do you support that? Are you against it? Are you with it? Let me know.
I'm totally against that. I don't like Americans. They're rude. They think they know everything. They are killers, and they're gangsters. And I can stand on that because I've been there. And when they meet a Canadian, they just like to troll them, like to take them as jokes, make fun of our accent when we have proper English. All they do is just talk gibberish and slash gang. I don't understand what that means. You heard me? Like that. You don't know what that means, but I don't think we should become a state with them because they're just no, man. I don't support it. I don't want it. But I still like Trump, though. And I like OT7 Quan.
Well said, Jaden. Hypothetically speaking, if we were to become the 51st state, do you think that we would start seeing some positive effects in our country?
I think maybe if, sports and stuff, that would be a good thing. But in, anything else, no. Just no. But sports, yeah.
What do you think about Donald Trump? What do you like about him?
Donald Trump, I know he stands on business. I've seen it. Someone tried to take him out, and God willingly, that passed by his ear. Thankfully, I'm happy he's alive, and I'm happy that he won. And I like him so much because, he's a man.
Wouldn't you want Donald Trump to run, Canada?
Honestly, I don't see what's wrong with Justin Trudeau. I don't see what's wrong with my guy, leave him alone, you know what I'm saying? What did he do? He did nothing. He makes me go to a healthy school. I wake up, I go to school, I get to see another day. Instead of America, you gotta walk with a chip on your shoulder every time. I don't wanna do that. I wanna be able to walk to school freely and not get robbed for my clothes, my lunch money, and everything, my identity. I don't wanna do that. But you see, in Canada, you can do whatever you want because everyone's nice. Except for America, though. So that's why But like Trump, on the other hand, he's tough.
Before we close it off, Jaden, what's one message you have for all the Canadians out there that want Canada to become the 51st state?
Hey, shut your ass up. We're good where we're at.
Who are you voting for?
Dimani. Subscribe to his YouTube.
Why do you say Dimani?
I say Dimani because he's a very smart individual.
I think a lot of people are gonna disagree with that, but thank you though. I don't think I'm a very smart person. I just know what to ask in certain conversations, if that makes sense.
He also has a big heart.
Oh, thank you. See, I can take that one. And I appreciate they know that one. They know about that one. What do you think about, Canada potentially becoming the 51st state?
I think it's a good decision.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
America's a good country. If we're like America, then things will be better.
So you don't think that Canada has it like that?
No.
What's one message you got for Donald Trump if he was watching this video?
I love you,
All right. Thank you, Miss.
Mariah.
Have a good night, Mariah.
You too.
Alright guys, I'm taking over. Dimani's being a little bitch.
Okay, relax. I'm tired.
He's being a little bitch. He says he's tired, but So I'm gonna take over from here. We're gonna go into this variety store we can see over here. Looks a little ghetto, but it's okay. That's what we like, ghetto. Come on, show me around. Show me around.
Yeah, bro.
What do we got back here? Well, we can't show this, I don't think.
This is our beer
Okay.
apartment.
Ooh, that's the good stuff, eh?
Yeah, bro.
Stuff will get you like fucked up. The devil's juice.
One of your favorite areas here, the bong.
The bump, well, hell no. Hell no. We don't swing that way. What's your opinion on Canada potentially being the 51st state?
51st?
Yeah.
As the US have a more crime rate, so it will be very tough to live in here. So I don't think so. It will be part of the US. It's harmful for the residents. Residents are here living. So I don't think so.
Do you mean like gun wise and stuff like that? Do you feel like
Yes.
weapons will be more common in Canada?
Yeah.
We know they're already like around in Canada and all that, but
Yeah.
you feel like if we were to become the 51st state, we'll be seeing guns all over Canada and shootings and stuff
Yeah.
like that?
The crime ratio will be increased.
Oh. So that scares you, huh?
Sorry?
So that scares you?
No, bro.
That doesn't scare you?
No.
That doesn't scare him. That doesn't scare shit. You ain't scared of guns, eh?
Yeah. I was just kidding. I'm scared of guns.
Are you scared of Donald Trump?
No, bro.
He's not scared of anyone but God.
Do you think that Donald Trump will be a dictator?
Yeah.
A dictator?
It will not be democratic country.
Okay. So we wouldn't
Donald Trump
have.
will be the Prime Minister of Canada.
Yeah.
Then it will not be more democratic country.
Okay. By the way, guys, this is my cameraman. This is Wayne. He's a little bit sick. He's trying to feel better. His name is PJ. It's pretty. Yo, tell them how cold it is outside. Because I know for the fact that people watching this video are gonna be like, "Oh, you didn't go around. You didn't actually interview real Canadians." Blah blah. I already know how the comments are gonna be.
Yo, we didn't go around, bro. Let me tell you how cold it is right now, bro. It says minus 11, feels like minus 19. You know how cold that is? You're bugging. They're bugging. All these guys are bugging.
Yeah.
You could stand outside talking to people and shit.
Crazy people.
If we get 2,000 likes,
we're gonna do a part 2.
we'll go to Quebec.
Well,
Right now, we'll go to Quebec.
We're not going to.
No, don't listen to him. If we get 2,000 likes, we'll go to Quebec. No, if he doesn't, don't listen to him.
Give me the mic real quick.
Who wants us there?
Give me the mic. First of all, put some respect on it. It's Quebec. It's not Quebec. It's Quebec.
Oh yeah?
Mon beau tabarnak. You understand?
Fuck you.
All right. Anyways, I think we're gonna end it here. But anyways, guys, all jokes aside, though, seriously, if this video gets 2,000 likes, you guys know me. I stick to my word. I'll do a part 2 where I'm actually going around and not really trolling around and actually I'm not gonna say interviewing real people, but I guess real people that are really into politics, that really are very deep into it, if that makes sense. I'm not saying the people that interview in this video were not into politics, but you guys know what I mean. Basically nerds. There's people that are into politics and there's the nerds are really paying attention to what's really going on. Anyways, Wayne, what you gotta say to them beautiful moms watching this video?
I love you guys. And make sure you guys follow me, and I'll follow you guys back.
We love the moms, you know. Shout out to moms watching this video.
Of course, we always love them. Wow.